Hey guys, you're welcome to this class, and I just want to say a big congratulations to you if you've gotten to this point of the class. It means in this class, we're going to be learning how to set up lottery ads, okay? How you can set up one ad for all your books on Amazon. Yes, it's good to say you want to set up one ad for all your books, or you probably want to kill like 10 birds with one stone, but I would want to advise that you do not run this advert for more than 15 books, okay? Just make sure if you have like 100 books, you could divide them, 10 or probably 20, but just use 15 books, okay? Maximum 15 books if you have these books. And also I would advise that you run these books based on the niche that you've written them on. For example, don't run adverts for a book on romance and a book on healthy feeding at the same time. I would advise that you do this, but I have tried doing it the other way around, and it could actually work, right? It could work out for you. You could make sales for all these books at the same time, but I would advise that you just keep it specific and run it based on the niche you're writing on. Okay, you could combine niches like healthy feeding and niches like weight loss. That would be better, but do not run one advert for books that have totally different niches. That way Amazon would be able to precisely target your audience, okay? That way you could make more sales and you could maximize your budget for the adverts you're running, okay? But I want to say congratulations to you if you've gotten to this point. It means you know how to create the books, you know how to publish the books, you know how to promote your books for free, you know how to run KDP Select, you know how to do so many things. And yeah, with this you're good to go to become a bestseller on Amazon in highest 6 months. I think in 6 months, if you implement every single thing that you are learning from this class, you can become a bestseller on Amazon, okay? Yeah, and I've had students who with this business model were able to even pursue their academics abroad, people who were able to do so many things with the knowledge. Some of them became coaches and some of them became experts on Amazon KDP. Some of them had books they had written for years and they were not able to publish their books. Just one free call with me helped them to skyrocket their Amazon KDP business, and you're about to be one of those people, okay? If you've gotten to this point of the class, all I can say right now is congratulations, 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 okay? Especially if you're doing this with your Android phone. I mean, you deserve a big congratulations, because so many people give themselves excuses and they say, I can't do this because I'm just using my Android phone, I can't do this, I don't have a laptop. Come on. Some of us couldn't even dream about purchasing laptops for ourselves as at the time we started this business, okay? So I'll just move straight into the topic. I'm teaching you how to publish your books, how to promote your books, on Amazon KDP by running one advert for more than one book, okay? So yeah, we'll be going over to our browser. I love Google Chrome. I'm sure it's not just me, okay? Google Chrome helps you maximize the space you have, and I just feel it's better, okay? I don't know about you. So now, running this advert, I would be using someone's account, right? This person is So the person whose account I'm using right now is not really a pro on this. He's a newbie just like you, and that's why I decided to use his account to show you what it looks like at the beginning, okay? If you're a beginner in running Amazon ads, you would need to see what it looks like at the beginning from scratch, okay? So now we're not running an advert for each book. If we were running an advert for one particular book, we would these ones here are drafted. That means they are not live on Amazon, okay? You would have to look for a book that is currently live on Amazon. Now, if we were running an advert for how do I become a professional fashionista, we could just... Okay, this is on draft. The quotes and indoor exercises that blah, blah, blah. This one is presently live on Amazon, meaning if I search for this book on Amazon.com, I would find that this book is up on the dashboard and it's for sale, okay? It's currently live. Now, if you wanted to run an advert for just this book, we would have to click on promote and advertise at this point that I've zoomed on to. But We're not running an advert for each book, okay? We're running an advert for more than 5 to 10 books with one ad campaign. So you would just have to go over to the marketing part. As you can see over here, it's written marketing. Now, it's actually advisable to use this because you just have to start from the Amazon Ads console, and it's easier that way, okay? At this point, I'm sure I must have explained everything on this dashboard. You should know what KDP Select is. It's a 90 days program where your book is up on Amazon for free. Author Central is a page on Amazon where Amazon gives all the publishers the opportunity to write about themselves, okay? It's an author page. It's actually kind of separate from Amazon KDP, but it's actually the same thing. When you do this, you put up your pictures of yourself, put up information about yourself, and yeah, I actually advise my students to put in lead magnets on their bio. That way people could actually connect more with you. People would, become returning customers to your books, okay? Author Central gives you the ability to present yourself as a more professional person than the other person out there that doesn't have an Author Central page. For example, I'll just minimize on this and go over to Google. Let's use the normal Google, and I'll show you what Author Central means. When you just click on that Author Central manage author page, you just have to put up pictures of yourself. For example, if you are writing a book on cooking, I would advise that you go to a studio, take a picture of yourself with cooking utensils, with just things that will make people know that you deserve that $12, you deserve their time, you deserve their recommendations, right? So here, Amazon.com, and I will just search for any particular book. Let's just say a book on healthy feeding book. Okay. If you don't have an Author Central page, the only thing that would show on your book is ships to Nigeria or ships to whatever country. But because this person has an Author Central page, we'll just scroll down here and see what it looks like. Now, the owner of this book is Sarah Roslyn. As you can see, read more. Here she has talked about herself, and a lot of people, especially here in Africa, do not look at this. They do not see what this is. But if people are going to be buying your books in dollars from Russia or from the UK or from America, they want to know who you are. They want to know, because they don't know you. They don't know how skilled and experienced you are. They don't know how much of a professional you are. You have to present this to them, okay? Right? So if you do not have anything up on your Author Central page, this entire place would be blank. The only thing that would be on your book is ships to Nigeria, and that is very wrong. It will just be a long description telling us about your book. But we don't just want to buy your book. We want to buy you too. We want to know who you are. What exactly gives you the right to give us this information, okay? So if you have a book on romance and you have a book on cooking, don't use the same picture for both of them, okay? If you're going to put up a picture of yourself on an apron or something, I'd advise that, you see, this is why it's actually advisable to have one niche for each KDP account, okay? I advise that if you're writing, you should have a specific niche that you write on if you're really serious about the Amazon KDP business in this year 2023, okay? That way, so as you can see, because this person has an Author Central page, you could just read about her and see her motto is the right time to change is now. And yeah, she just wrote some things about herself. So this is what Author Central looks like. Open an Author Central page for yourself, okay? If I don't have a video of it previously, now you know what it is. Click on Manage Author Page, put in a picture of yourself, write a bio. You can also put in, there's a space for you to put in more photos, of your books, of the interiors of your books. That way you look more professional in this business, okay? A+ content. With A+ content, you can add images, text, comparison tables to your product detail page to engage the readers and give more information as they consider buying your book, okay? You have to try as much as possible to stand out of the crowd, okay? There are millions of writers and authors on Amazon, and you have to make sure you do everything possible to stand out from the crowd, okay? KDP Select, you all know what that is. Nominate your book, Kindle deals. I'm sure you all know Kindle countdown deal. Okay, this is where you set your books on a cheaper price for a specific period of time. Let's just say your book goes for $15. With Kindle countdown deals, you can just reduce the price for probably 5 days or 7 days and tell them, and include that it would be $7, or you could just put in 50% bonus or 50% discount for 3 days. Whenever anyone comes onto Amazon and searches for a book and your book pops out, they would know, okay, this book would increase price in the next few days, I better buy it now. You get? So that's what it's all about. Now moving on to Amazon ads. Of course, you choose the community. No, this is Amazon.com. Go to your ads console. Oh my god. So choose a marketplace, Amazon.com. Go to ads console. Yeah. At this point, you have to click on sponsored products. I'm zooming in on this to make sure that you can see it clearly, okay? New campaign. So if you were running an advert for one particular book, I'd advise that you use custom text ad. But at this point where you're trying to run one advert for so many books, custom text ad would only work. Please listen carefully. Custom text ad will only work when you're running an advert for books of the same format. For example, one particular book in different formats. Sorry, if you have a book that you have put up as a paperback and the same book as an ebook, that way you could just use custom text ad to run one advert for so many books. Okay, I'll repeat myself. If you use custom text ad for your lottery ads, you can only run this advert for the same book in different formats. Okay, if you have one book that you've put up as paperback and the same book as an ebook, you can use custom text ad for this. This is actually lottery ads. You're running one ad campaign for 2 books. Okay, it goes as 2 books if you have it as paperback and ebook. Right, they're not actually the same thing at this point. So you could use custom text ad for this. But if you're running an advert for different books of different formats, you cannot use custom text ad. Let me show you. You cannot use custom text ad right now. Let's just say this book is on 19 foods that can fight sugar craving, 21 important skills for a teenager. As you can see, they are different books. They're not even the same book, not to talk of being in different formats, okay? They're not the same book in any way, and you cannot run this advert for the both of them. Let's see. As you can see, custom text ads can only be used for different formats of the same book. I hope this explains this better, okay? So if you were running an advert for just one book, I advise you to use custom text ad. Okay, if you're not running lottery ads, you're running adverts for just one book, please use custom text ad. But because you're using lottery ads and you're running an advert for so many books, probably 5, 6, 10 books, and they are not of the same niche, they're not the same topic, they're not even the same book, then use standard ad, okay? Yeah, with standard ad, you could click on so many books, but like I would always say, make sure that the niches are somewhat close to each other, okay? If this is 24 must-haves, qualities of a distinct leader, and then this is 26 things your child must know early, you could actually run the same advert for both of them. But when you have something like how to control sugar craving, and then you're writing something on 25 sex positions, I mean, they are totally different from each other. This is romance and this is healthy feeding. They are not in any way the same thing. So I advise that you run adverts based on the niche, okay? If this is 21 important life skills for a teenager, this could work. You could also do 24 must have qualities of, they actually in a way are the same thing. They're actually probably things that people that want to grow more, people that want to grow their intellect, people that want to grow their career would want this kind of book. So you could just put them up in the same campaign. 26 things your child must know early. As you can see, all these books are currently live on Amazon, and that's why they are here. All the ones that were showing, the ones that showed drafts are the ones that are not live on Amazon, and they are not showing here, okay? African developmental system, you could add this before giving to charity. You could add this. Just books on for people that want to grow their intellect, okay? So if we could actually add making money traveling, digital businesses, activities accomplishment for 2023, So this shows that we're trying to run an advert for all these books. Pick as many as you want, and then, like I would always say, use manual targeting, okay? Not use automatic targeting. Automatic targeting means you're giving Amazon the right to pick your target audience you wouldn't want to do this, especially as a beginner. If you were a pro on this, you could do it, because at that point Amazon has mastered what your target audience looks like, and they would just push your book straight to them and charge you, right? You would make gain from it most of the times, right? But sometimes you could also incur losses, and you wouldn't want that for yourself, okay? Manual targeting, of course, we all know that there are two types of manual targeting. Okay, let me zoom this back so you would see what exactly it looks like. Okay, this is what the dashboard looks like, but I'm just zooming in on it so you could see it clearly. I hope that's okay with you. Manual targeting is in form of keyword targeting and product targeting. Keyword is when your books, the audiences that would see your books would see it because they have searched for the keywords on your book. For example, you have a book on healthy feeding. Anyone who would find your book would find your book because they searched for anything that has to do with health. Healthy food, healthy way to sit, healthy. Okay, healthy. Let's say your book has healthy and tips. So these are the keywords that Amazon would use to know if you're running ads. People who search for healthy and tips, feeding tips, healthy feeding tips, just these are the people that would find your book because they have searched for the keywords that you have on your book. And this is in 3 ways. Like I said previously, it's in the suggested way. Suggested way is where Amazon would suggest keywords for you, okay? Here are suggested keywords that they have right here. And the second way is to enter list, where you would have a PDF or a file of your keywords, of the keywords that you probably have researched, and you know that these are the keywords that will make sales for your book. You could put it in here, but don't forget, if you were to do this, your file must have a particular kind of format which is acceptable for Amazon. If not, you would not be able to publish this over here. Okay, sorry, this is the point where you have to upload a file, okay, of your keywords, sorry. But this is enter list, where you would manually enter a list of the keywords you feel that would make sales for your book. When it comes to uploading file, is this one, okay? So it's in 3 parts. I'm rushing this because I have actually talked about this previously. If you do not understand, you could go back to the previous video and watch and learn, okay? Suggested keywords, like I previously said, is where Amazon suggests keywords for you. As you can see, they have keywords based on all the books that I previously selected. Enter list is where you would personally write a list of the keywords you feel that people are searching for. Upload file is where you have a file, and that file must be in the XLSX template. I suggest you just leave that, okay? Just pick either suggested and enter list, whichever way works for you. Now, you could do it in keyword targeting, or it could be product targeting. Product targeting is when Amazon would recommend your books to people that are searching for products. For example, you have a book on healthy feeding. Amazon would suggest your books to people who are searching for books. If you use keyword targeting, when people search for healthy feeding tips, even if they are searching for healthy feeding tips videos, or healthy feeding tips online course, or healthy feeding tips whatever, healthy feeding tips shirt, maybe a shirt that has healthy feeding tips, actually Amazon would want to recommend your books to those people because they have searched for the keywords you have. But if you put your targeting based on product targeting, they would find your books when they are concisely talking about, or when they're precisely looking for books, healthy feeding books, that's when they would, it's actually easier to do this. That way Amazon could niche down, they would know exactly who your customers are. Okay, keyword targeting is nice because someone could recommend your books to someone, and it's just a way of reaching out to a whole lot of people. But product targeting is when you're very precise about the people you want to reach, and this is actually when you have gotten to a certain level on Amazon KDP. Okay, so just pick whichever one works for you. If you have a large amount of money to spare for your advert, then you could use keyword targeting and make sure you have a lot of keywords out there, and that will make you lots of sales. But if you want to be very concise and precise about your target audience, then you could use product targeting. I won't click on anyone here because I feel this is something you would have to make the decision for yourself. Okay, if it's something that I feel I can show you which one to do, I would also recommend that. Then negative product targeting is where you're showing Amazon pages where your book should never show. For example, if they're running adverts if someone comes onto Amazon and is looking for a book that is for free, they could just search for free books on romance. You don't want your book to ever show for free books, because your book is not for free. Because if these people come up to that page and Amazon recommends your books to them, they could love the cover of your book, or they could love your topics or your keywords, whatever, and click on it. Don't forget that for each click, Amazon is paying you. Okay, so you just wasted a certain amount of money, depending on your default bid, because you just wanted to reach out to so many people. So there are some keywords that that you don't want people that are searching for them to find you. Okay, that is for negative keyword targeting. If this is showing negative product targeting over here, because this is on product targeting right now. If it were on keyword targeting, what we would find here are negative, as you can see, negative keyword targeting. You don't want anyone searching for free stuff to find your book. Now, if it were negative product targeting, for example, your book is a book on healthy feeding tips, you don't want anyone searching for chair to find you. You don't want anyone searching for table to find you. That has nothing whatsoever to do with your book. Right? So this is what negative product targeting means. Negative keyword targeting. They're all the same thing, but it includes the ones that you do not want anybody searching for those products or those keywords to ever find your book. Okay? Because them clicking on your book is like a waste of income for you. It's a waste of money for you. So yeah, campaign bidding strategy. I'll have to zoom this on again so you can see what it looks like. Yeah, this is where we are now. Campaign bidding strategy is where we're talking about the amount of money that you are planning to spare for this advert. Okay, dynamic bids down only. I have explained this previously in the last class where I talked about Amazon ads, but I'll explain it again. Dynamic bids down only means when you want Amazon to only be able to reduce the price of your advert. Because if you put your advert, your ad campaign on automatic targeting, if Amazon sees that a specific kind of people are actually searching for your books, they would raise the amount for a day. That way you could reach out to so many people and you would make more sales from it. For example, if it's $50 for you to reach 1,000 people, or if it's $50 for you to reach, okay, let's just say it's $5 for you to reach 1,000 people in a day, and they find out that certain women are actually buying that book for a particular period of time, they would actually raise the amount of money you would have to pay. You're supposed to pay $5, they would raise it to $8. That way you would reach up to probably 2,000 people or almost 2,000 people, and then you would make more sales. Right? They are doing it for your own good, not that they want to, spend your money or anything. They are helping you to reach more people. Now, you could actually reach these people and they would not buy. But Amazon, the algorithm is just found out that you're making more sales and they want to do this. That's why it's not really advisable for you to use automatic targeting as a beginner. Okay, so this is what dynamic bids up and down means. They would raise your bid for every day. They would raise the amount of money you're paying for every day. If they see, they would raise it up or raise it down depending on how they see that it's going for different niches. Okay, dynamic bids down only is when you're telling them that they can't raise the bid. They can't no matter what. Even if they see that people are buying, they should never raise the price. Okay, up and down means you're giving them the right to increase it or reduce it depending on how much effect it's having, right? And then fixed bid is when you want it to be fixed no matter what. You don't want them at this at dynamics down only. They could reduce the price when they see that it's not making sales at all. They could just reduce the price. But fixed bids is, if it's $5, it's $5 per day. I do not want anything that would increase the price or reduce the price no matter what is happening. Okay, no matter the kind of sales I'm having. And then yeah, you could put a campaign name here. You could call it lottery ads. That way you could if you have different books of different topics, you could just call it lottery ads romance, lottery ads health, lottery ads feeding, and this is it. Start date, don't forget, do not put an end date. Okay, just leave the end date empty. Whenever you feel like you're tired or you might not be able to spend much more money, just come over to this place and end it. Okay, you can pause the adverts, right? And then country, United States. Daily budget is where you put in the amount of money you would want, right? If it's $5, fine. If it's $7, whatever works for you. I suggest that as a beginner, you could actually try with $1 and run it for 10 days and see what it looks like, right? Then you could also you could continue with $5 and just rise like that till you get to the point where you could spend $50 in a day or $100 in a day and make so much money for yourself, right? And yeah, zooming back on this, once you're done filling this, click on launch campaign and your campaign will be saved. If you are not very sure, yes, please update your payment settings. The owner of this account has not uploaded his payment settings, and that's why this is showing. But I just had to use this to show you what Amazon ads look like for beginners, and you could save this as a draft. Go over to Amazon payment, set up your payments, come back to this point and launch your campaign. Okay, I hope this video was helpful to you. I'll see you in the support group if you have questions. And yeah, this is the end of CPP. It was nice meeting you. It was nice communicating with you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. See you later, guys.